Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. All right, Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. We're going to go into continuation of First Maccabee. First Maccabees, we're going to jump into the second chapter, basically going to the last words of Mattathias, okay, the father of Judas Maccabees and his brothers, okay, and we're just gonna go into a build up in the situation, okay, pertaining to zeal, okay. We're coming into a time where we'll have to show forth the zeal for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to remain steadfast for the law, statutes, and commandments, okay, just as it says, okay. Um, just as it says here, let me show this real quick. It says here pertaining to the days that we're coming into, and the dragon, okay, representing Isa Edom and his wicked empire, especially the new world order that Isa Edom is trying to establish. So that represents the dragon was wroth with the woman. The woman represents the Israelites, okay, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Okay, the primary target of these elites are those that worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because our ways are adverse to the ways of this world. Okay, we see the world, we forsake the ways of the world as of filthiness. Okay, we see the ways of the world as being counterfeit. Okay, it's not real. Okay, that's why we will never bow down to this wicked kingdom. That's why uh, we will expose the lies of these elites. Okay, and we will always reverence Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai as being the true living power. Okay, and he's the one that we will serve even unto death. Okay, so that being said, let's go into it, man. That mentality that Matthias, okay, the Levite, Matthias the Levite had, and that same mindset that he implemented and passed on onto his children. Okay, and the same mindset that we are to have in the times to come, because we're coming into evil times. Okay, so let's go. Let's start in verse 14. First Maccabees 2:14, and it reads, "Then Matthias and his sons rent their clothes and put on sackcloth and mourned very sore." Okay, because of the affliction that the Greeks have had done unto our people. Okay, that Antiochus Epiphanes had brought forth unto our people. Okay, the pertaining to the how our people were persecuted. The Israelites were persecuted for keeping the law, being put to death for keeping the law, and not following after the custom of the heathens. Because at that time, Antiochus was seeking to Hellenize the whole world. Okay, make the whole world one under one of one mindset, one mind. Okay. But us again, we abstain from these ways because we know that we are to worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai through Moses had given us laws, statutes, and commandments that we are to keep in the sight of these nations, and that is our wisdom in the sight of these nations, so that they may know and understand that we are the servants of the Lord, and yeah, to show there are differences. Okay, to show that we belong unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, it says here, in the mean, in the mean, in the meanwhile, the king's officer, such as compelled the people to revolt, came to the city Modin to make them sacrifice unto idols. And when many of the Israelites came unto them, Matthias also and his sons came together. Then answered the king's officers and said unto Matthias on this wise: Thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like all that like all like as all the heathen have done, yeah, and the man of Judah also, and such as remain in Jerusalem. So again, among my people are found wicked men. Okay, among the people of Israel, even in this time, there are going to be a lot of our people who are going to consent, okay, to the ways of Babylon, to the ways of this wicked world, okay, to the ways of this wicked system. They will bow down to the beast, okay, as it says, pertaining to the 2/3, just as the 2/3 is more than the 1/3. Okay, so a lot of our people are gonna consent to the ways of this world, man. They're gonna bow down and take the MOTB. Okay, and it says here, so now the officers of the king of Antiochus, they're boasting, they're giving vain compliments unto Mattathias, Salakia. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so it says here, and the man of Judah also, and such as remain in Jerusalem, so shall thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friend, and thou and thy friend and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many reward. Okay, so he's telling, those wicked soldiers are telling Mattathias to bow down and submit to the ways of the king, to that wicked decree, to forsake the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai, and do as the heathens. Okay, like they say in the world, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Okay, you see, so the servants of the king, the king's officers, they came with an offer telling them that, yo, you're gonna be honored, okay? You're gonna live a good life, with, gold, riches. You see, all you have to do is bow down to the system. All you have to do is submit to the king and his ways, and follow after the ordinances of the king, and forsake your God, forsake your power. Okay, you see, just as others have done. Okay, and you and your children will have silver and gold and many rewards. Okay, so he came with a enticing offer, just as Satan did unto Yahweh Shai. Okay, Satan brought Yahushua to the to the mountaintops and told him, "Yo, all these kingdoms that you see belong to me, and I can give it to you. All you have to do is bow down to me." So this is a similar instance, okay, that happened in that time. But here's what Mattathias answered. Okay, so Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice to make sure that everyone hears this. Okay, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away everyone from their religion from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments, yet I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. The Most High forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. The Lord forbid, even in this time, the Lord forbid that we follow after the ways of the heathens. Okay, let me bring out Revelation 2. Okay, it says here in Revelation 2 and 10, it says here, Salakia. It says here, Revelation 2 and 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Okay? Behold, the devil shall come, Salakia, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, so a number of days. We're going to be tried, we're going to be tested. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. Okay? So at that time, Mattathias was being tested. The devils, the heathens, came unto him. Okay, those servants of the king came unto him. Okay, and wanted him to submit to the commandments of the king, the wicked decrees of the king. Okay, to forsake the Lord, to forsake the laws and statutes and commandments. Okay, and to follow after his hedonistic ways. Okay, so he wasn't cast into prison, but he was still tried. Okay, you see. Okay, and even in this time, some of us will have to will have to face this trial. Some of us will be caught and be brought into concentration camps. Okay, some of us will have to face the guillotine. Some of us will have to endure these things. But again, the Lord will deliver us. Even in death, the Lord will deliver us. Okay, it says what? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So if you die, the Lord will reward you. The Lord will give you a greater reward than what these Edomites can give you. Okay, the Lord can give you everlasting life. Okay, so do not lose your integrity. Be zealous for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in the days to come, man. Okay, so it says here, back to Maccabees, back to First Maccabees 2 and um, verse 21. The Most High forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. Okay, we will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion either on the right hand or on the left. Okay, it says here, now when he had left speaking these words, so again he was speaking loud to make sure that everyone hears it, to strengthen his brothers. Okay, as it says, pertaining to Peter, what Yahushua said unto his Peter, Satan seeketh to sift you as wheat. Okay, Satan wants to tempt you. Okay, but when thou art, I pray for thee. Yahushua said, I pray for thee. When thou art strengthened, when thou art strengthened, go and strengthen your brothers. Okay, so as it says, be thou. We're being edified and grow into the truth. We're supposed to push for that energy so that the next man may be edified and also grow in the truth. Okay, and the next man, the next woman may be edified and rooted in the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, rooted in the faith, okay, in the fear of the Lord, okay, more than in the fear of men, okay. So it says here, uh, now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Israelites in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at mundane according to the king's commandment. So you see another sellout. You see a fuck selak, excuse my language. You see a Israelite that was filled with demons. Okay, just as Mattathias finished left off that speech of strength of faith booster. You see a demon just pulled up and try to sacrifice unto idols, man. Do the ways in the sight of Mattathias, he forsook the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal. Okay, and his rein trembled. Neither could he forbear to shew his anger. And Mattathias was pissed. Okay, he was pissed, man. You see, as watching your brothers and sisters eating pork, okay, or seeing your brothers and sisters worship idols, okay, we're pissed and vexed seeing all these things, man. You see, he could not forbear to show his anger according to the judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar. So he put that guy to death right there and on the spot, man. Okay. So the zeal overtook him the same way that the zeal overtook Yahweh Shai in the temple, and he started whipping all these people. Okay, flipped the tables. Okay, you see, the spirit was on him. Okay, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai was upon Mattathias at that time, man. Because again, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai was angry at that situation. Okay, you see, for you to forsake the Lord in the sight of everyone, especially after a speech like that. Okay, after the speech that Mattathias said unto the servants of the king. Okay, and then you go and sacrifice unto the idol, man. You should be put to death. It was a good thing what Mattathias did, man. Okay, because at that point you're not a brother, you're a demon, you're a heathen, man. Okay, it says here, and again we should have that mentality, man. Okay, we should never our mentality should be choosing death over siding with the devil, choosing death over taking partaking in this wicked system, man. Okay, so it says here, also the king's commissioners who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time, and the altar was pulled down. Thus dealt he zealously for the law of the Most High, like as Phineas did unto Zambri the son of Solomon. Okay, so that act that Mattathias did was synonymous to what Phineas did unto Zambri. Okay, and we're gonna go into it, man. It says here in Numbers, I believe it's Numbers 25. We're gonna read it, man. You see, our Israelite brothers and sisters that forsake Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai and want to follow after idols, man. Okay, it's a righteous thing for them to be put to death, man. So don't mourn for the 2/3. Don't mourn for those that refuse to hearken unto Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai, as it says, the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You see, it says here, um, Numbers 25 and verse 1. I'll start at verse 1. It says, and Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. Okay, and they called the people unto the sacrifice of their gods, and the people did eat and bow down to their gods. Okay, so our people was going off in that during that time, man. Okay, following after the gods of these other nations. Okay, and this is exactly what these people, what the majority of the Israelites are gonna do in this time. Okay, Silaka, because they are carnal. Okay, they're not spiritually minded. Okay, In order to follow after Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, you have to have faith, and that's a spiritual thing. Okay, not all men have faith. Okay, not all Israel. It's not because you're of Israel that you are of the elect. Okay, it's not because you're of Israel that the Lord is dealing with you in this time, man. Okay, as it says, the election had obtained, but the rest were blinded. Okay, the rest are blinded because it says what? If they're blinded, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are blinded, whom the God of this world has blinded the minds. Okay, so they're blinded and they're following after the ways of Esau Edom, thinking that Esau Edom has the answers. So when he comes with the MOTB, with the new world order, with the new system in place, okay, wanting to microchip humanity, okay, our people are gonna follow it because they want to partake in the blessing of Esau, not knowing that it's gonna be for their detriment and then they're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, shalom, shalom. All right, brother Lakasha. Okay, shalom. So it says here, shalom to you brothers and sisters watching too, man. All right, Lord willing, this is edifying. So it says here, verse 3, Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, man. Okay, so again, when Mattathias was zealous and put that Israelite to death for forsaking Yahweh Ba'ashim El Shai, how much more is Yahweh Ba'ashim El Shai angry with that being? Okay, with that individual that sacrificed unto idols. Okay, it says the Lord is jealous. The Lord is a jealous power, man. Okay, so you can only imagine how the Lord was wroth with Israel, man. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim El Shai against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye everyone his men that is joined unto Baal Peor. Okay, and this time the angels and Yahweh, starting with Yahweh Shai is gonna return. Okay, Yahweh Shai is gonna return. The angels, the plagues, the pestilences, the evils that the Lord is gonna send for those that submit to this wicked kingdom. Okay. As it says in Revelation 14, those that take the MOTB, they're gonna be marked with pus, okay, with the ulcer. Okay, they're gonna be marked with ulcer. Okay, their face is gonna be deformed. Their body's gonna be full of pus. Okay, they're gonna be marked, man. Okay, it's gonna be evident. The Lord is gonna make it evident unto those that see it, unto those that partook unto this wicked kingdom. What happens when you forsake Yahweh Ba'ashim El Shai? So all these Israelites are gonna die of a grievous death. Okay, especially those that are in Babylon the Great. Okay, the 2/3 are going to be left therein and partake into the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka nuclear fire. Okay, so it says here, um, Salakia, verse 5 again, and Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye everyone that his men that were joined unto Baal Peor, and behold, one of the children of the Israelite came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses, and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Okay, so again, read the room. You gotta read the room. This was not the time, man. And it's not a wicked thing for you to deal with the woman of another nation. Okay, but in that situation, that's not the time, man. Okay, there already the whole congregation is mourning. Okay, there was a decree sent to put people to death, those that are joined unto idol, and then you're walking around with a Midianitish woman. Okay, that might have been the same man. Okay, that same man that went to sacrifice that idol in the time of Mattathias, that might have been the same man that did this, that showed up with the Midianitish woman. Okay, might have been the same man. Okay, in the reincarnation, he did the same fucking mistake. Okay, you see. So he did that in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of Israel, of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. When Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hands. And he went after that man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. So again, that thing pleased Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, you can't. And again, Mattathias was in the right. Okay, he was in the right. Mattathias was in the right. Phineas was in the right. Okay, right, for taking away the plague, that wickedness from among uh, Israel. And again, like I said, it's not wicked to deal with a woman of another nation, because Moses, his wife, was of another nation. But that didn't mean that he was following her customs. That woman was following after the customs of Israel. Okay, she was following after the vibration of Moses, not the other way around. Okay, because it says what, when our men were dealing with the women of Moab, and when our women were dealing with the men of Moab, they forsook Yahweh Ba'ashim El Shai and followed after their gods. Okay? And that's where you go off. You're not supposed to follow after the ways of the heathen, because we have the right way. We have the right way of living. Okay? You see? We are to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You see? We are supposed to be the example unto the earth. Okay? So going back to First Maccabees 2, and I'll jump to verse 49, pertaining to the last words of uh, of Mattathias. Okay, so jumping to verse 49, and it reads, "Now the time drew nigh. Now the dry. So like now when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, Now had pride and rebuke gotten strength, and the time of destruction and wrath of indignation. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers, just as we are to do in this time. Be ye faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life." Okay, you see, you see, strive unto the truth even unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. Okay, you see, this is the times that we're coming into, and this is the level of diligence that we are supposed to shoot towards Yahweh Ba'ashim El Shai. We're supposed to stand firm for His names, for His law, for the truth. Okay, you see. It says here, call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their times. So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. Okay, so again, look unto the generations of old. Okay, go into the history. Okay, go into the books. Go and read. Blessed are those that read. Blessed are those that read it and understand it. Okay, that the Lord does not um forsake those that call upon his name, those that seek him diligently. Okay, the Lord will exalt those, will protect those that call upon his name, that seek him in truth and sincerity and in the spirit. Okay, you see, so it says here, was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him as righteousness. Okay, so now he's going into the history. Okay, Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandments and was made Lord of Egypt. Okay, Phineas, okay, bringing it back to Phineas, okay, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. So after the action, okay, because he was zealous for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, he put that wicked Israelite to death. The Lord exalted him, man, and he had obtained an everlasting priesthood. Okay, it says here, Yahweh Shai, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel. Okay, and when it speaks about Yahweh Shai in this instance, it speaks about Joshua. Okay, which Joshua goes into Hawashai, which goes into Savior. Okay, Moses later on called them Yahweh Shai. Okay, meaning the Savior. Okay, he added the prefix the to his name, Yah. Okay, just as, and so he had a similar name to Yahweh Shai. But the thing is, Yahweh Shai, okay, the Messiah, that's it. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Okay, no one can fulfill his lot. Okay, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is the only begotten Son. Okay, so when it speaks about when it says here, it says Jesus, but we know it's Yahweh Shai. Okay, when it says Jesus here, it speaks about Joshua. Okay, so Yahweh Shai, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel. Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land. David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. Elias, for being zealous, again the zeal, okay, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into the heavens. He was beamed up. Okay, Elias and Enoch never died. Okay, They didn't die of a natural death. They were beamed up. They were translated into the heavens for their zeal towards Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, for their diligence in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You see, it says here, Ananias, Azariah, and Misael, by believing, were saved out of the flames. Okay, by believing, it is impossible to without faith. It is impossible to please Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, so out of so through their faith, they were delivered from from the flames. Okay, Daniel for his Daniel for his innocency was delivered from the mouth of the lions, and thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. None. Okay, the Lord, check the scoreboard, check his record. Okay, the Lord does not take any losses. Okay, and those that put their trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai cannot lose. Okay, if you side with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, you're on the winning team. Okay? And that's forever, man. So again, that is why we are to endure until the end. Because at the end, we shall receive our recompense. Okay? When we finish our course, we shall receive our recompense. Okay? So it's not over until it's over. All right? So endure, 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 and be zealous for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay? As it says here, fear not then the words of the sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms. So meaning he's gonna be put to death. Okay, his glory shall be destruction, death and destruction. Okay, so don't fear when Isa Edom comes like a flood. It tells you that the Lord shall raise up a standard against them. Okay, don't fear, man. We are not to fear what Isa Edom can do unto us. Okay, Isa Edom is just a man. These other nations are nothing but man. Okay, we are to fear Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai because our life is in his hands, not in the hands of man. Okay? So it says here, uh Salakia, today he shall be lifted up. So today they're gonna live it up. They're gonna be in the glory, as it says, rejoice ye daughters of Babylon, daughters of the Chaldeans. Okay, because this is your time to rule. This is your heaven. Okay, but again, just as it says in Isaiah 14, I have seen Lucifer cast down from heavens. Okay, from their lofty position, from their place of rulership. Okay, they sit down in the dust. There's no more throne for thee, daughters of the Chaldeans. Okay, there's gonna be a time where the wicked and these other nations are gonna fall from their position of rulership. Once Yahweh Shai comes returns, he's gonna put all authority, all rulership, all power under his feet. Okay, so all these other nations are gonna have no say. Okay, when Yahweh Shai establishes righteousness on the earth, there's not gonna be no more um, United Nations meeting. Okay, there's not gonna be no more G16. Okay, there's not gonna Salaki, no, there's not gonna be more no more meetings of all these nations congregating together on how and meeting, discussing how they can keep Israel in the lowest state. That's gonna be a thing of the past. Okay, so today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found because he's gonna be destroyed. The Edomites, especially the Edomites, because after long period of slavery, they're gonna be completely destroyed. Okay, the nation of Esau Edom is doomed for complete extermination. Okay, just as he sought to eliminate and eradicate the children of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, he's gonna be the only nation in the book that's gonna be completely and utterly eradicated. Okay, there's not going to be any more Edomites after a period of time in the kingdom. Okay, he's only going to be talked about. You know, remember during the time of the Gentiles, there was a so-called red man. Okay, a man that reigned in terror. Okay, that oppressed the people, that had us in captivity, that had us under oppression. Okay, under his evil yoke, the physical counterpart of Satan on the earth. Okay, he's only going to be talked about. He's going to be things of the past. Okay, the things that we tell our children in the kingdom of heaven after a period of time. Okay, because they're he's not going to be there anymore. Okay, so it says here, uh so again, I'll read 63 again. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned to the dust, and his thoughts is come to nothing. Okay, wherefore wherefore ye my sons, be valiant and shew yourselves men on behalf of the law, for by this ye shall obtain glory, by being faithful unto the law, by being faithful unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and remaining and keeping your integrity, you will obtain glory. Okay, just as Job retained his integrity and receive and his end was greater than his beginning. Okay, as it says, the present suffering is not worthy to be compared with the glory that is awaiting us, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? But all that starts with the fear of the Lord and your obedience to his ways. Okay? To your obedience to his commandments. Okay? You see? Your diligence of to being a servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright? So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'll close up here. Okay? So like let me see. Okay, so I'll close up here. Um, so Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Tawada for the precepts. Okay, until next lesson. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Achakwadash. Until next time, shalom.